Hi everyone, this is Jerry Chan from Real Estate Tax Tips, Wealth Hacker, and also your real estate accountant here. Today, I am going to talk to you about negative cash flow. Um, so let's just clarify a little bit. So many real estate investors like to measure the performance of a rental property using cash flow, which is awesome. But then sometimes when you have a property that gives you neutral cash flow, meaning that you don't receive any net income, any money after you pay off all the expenses, including mortgage interest and mortgage principal, you have neutral cash flow at the end of the day on a monthly basis. That does not mean that you don't have any tax payable, because in preparing your tax return, mortgage pay down is not a tax write-off. Mortgage principal, you have to pay tax on it. Now, stepping back a little bit, is it a wise decision? Some investor came to me and asked, is it a wise decision to invest in properties that have negative cash flow? I could tell you from personal experience that I only invest in properties that would provide me at least a neutral cash flow position. Otherwise, I would not invest in the property. The reason of my investment strategy is because this is the reason. Is because if I ever go out of work. Right now I have a business. Of course, it's not the same. I have the job security that I never had when I was working with someone else. I had that job security, and so I don't have to be worried. I don't have to ever worry about being fired and not having the income coming in. But for many people, if you get laid off and you have a negative cash flow property, so that means that you will have to pay into the monthly negative cash flow on a continuous basis. Is that something you're comfortable with? And I think that is a personal preference. And for me, I'm not comfortable with putting money month after month into a property, and that's the reason why we only invest in properties that have at least zero balance cash flow. So neutral cash flow. But I've also got so many people, so many investors, including my best friend, who I shared her stories in previously about her investment in this huge commercial property that did not provide any cash flow whatsoever for 2 years, and she's happy to go into it, and she made $1 million out of it. There is nothing wrong with having the negative cash flow as long as you know what you're getting into and you're comfortable with risk associated with it. Now, from a tax perspective, if you have a negative cash flow property, how does it affect your tax? I am going to go through that tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Until next time, happy Canadian real estate investing and happy wealth hacking.